add to this is kind of like the dynamic between men and women. I think that because there's like a discrepancy between what we're looking for, I think that there's kind of like this like projection process that's happening. So like I think that it's really frustrating for men to be hit with rejection because what they're looking for is something that's very, very intimate. And a lot of these behaviors that we see from both men and women are fueled by women's having to navigate a new space because before, women's value was directly derived from how much a man valued them, or like how attractive they are, and that was basically just what it was for a long time. And so now we're in a different space where we have to find our value, and we're navigating this without having it be just our looks or just what we can give physically. So I think that that's a new element that we haven't really discussed a lot, but I think it really a lot of these behaviors, both the desperate ones on both ends, derive from this particular thing.
I would say it's more like a little sad stage, like the little time period where you are trying to figure yourself out and what to do, like the next forward. And in those times, a lot of thoughts are in your head of what you can do, what you will do, or what's going to happen in the future. And I feel like those people who have been in toxic relationships feel this more, either in the relationship themselves or just in general afterwards, that they can't find that like social placing. For guys, when you do hurt a guy, they just do like go back to the gym, work on themselves, family, and then until they find another female or they are more comfortable with themselves to let a female access them emotionally.
Everyone has their own process with dealing with pain or kind of dealing with heartbreak, and I think that a lot of it has to do with I guess maybe I'm also kind of putting my own projection on it, because like when I got broken up with or whatever, I didn't have to fill a void, but I know that that's how a lot of women feel like they're being valued or loved, because that's what they're seeking, right? It's like this emotional comfort or something of the sort. But
Tiffany, what do you think?
What?
Huh?
I'm thinking about driving home. That's what I'm thinking
Oh,
about.
word. Okay. Anybody here on this side of the table want to weigh in on the conversation? Any thoughts?
Sure, I'll volunteer.
Volunteers trivia.
Isn't it like what's that saying where a lock that can be opened by any key is like a useless lock, and the key that can...
Stupid as fuck.
What
How
did
is
you?
that stupid?
The key to lock method about human bodies.
No, it's just females in general, because us as females have that opening in who we choose to open our legs for. We have that option. It's a choice that we have. It's not the guys that are trying to force you to have sex with you. It's you choosing to take off your clothes and to have this like moment with this person.
It's an analogy to call a woman when ran through.
Yes, because it's your choice to open your legs for these men.
Female biology.
What are you talking
Wait, what?
about? How do females have sex?
Do you think you get loose?
You have to
when you have
enter the
sex?
key inside the lock hole.
No, it's an analogy. She's using an analogy.
I know. I'm talking about the analogy, and the analogy is to call a woman ran through.
Yeah.
Like,
yes,
so,
because she
and then
chooses to
say-
open her legs. So the fun part about Disney,
I don't think she got the analogy.
all the females in Disney are hardworking. They do dedicate themselves to their dream. They don't let the night squad run through them first before they're finding Prince Charming. Just letting you know that. You think a Disney princess lets the whole kingdom access her? No.
I
That's
think
the
Nikki would be
analogy.
really good in a zombie apocalypse. Like if she was your survival partner,
I feel
she would be really
Nikki
like Nikki would be
would
really.
try to kill me.
Did you drop Nikki? You drop something or?
That's true.
Oh. But you would like if we formed a zombie survival squad like Nikki, we would have to ask you to please. You can't have the nails. No nails
I'll bite them off.
in the zombie
bite 'em off.
apocalypse. We gotta, we need your.
When that happens,
I don't know what I'm talking
I'll bite
about.
them off. I'll risk the $75.
I want Yuki on my squad for the zombie apocalypse. I want you on my squad.
Yeah, that aim is immaculate.
I know,
bet.
right? Like,
Widowmaker.
Feel like
Gabby,
Yuki
do
tears it
you want to
up.
weigh in on anything or?
I zoned out.
She's okay. Yuki, what about you?
I honestly forgot the topic.
Okay, all right. Well, I think one last quick thing here with Sophia, because I don't think she's managed to have been convinced. Sophia,
Your whole head was in the frame.
That was
just so you
beautiful.
know, the whole back of your head.
Yeah, she's loving the attention now. She can read the chat.
I can read the chat. They're like, Sophia, wave.
Guys, please don't simp for Sophia. She's a radical feminist.
You're
So
funny.
that's a yikes. That's a yikes. Okay.
I'm
So
a men's opportunist.
What?
what?
And hold on, let me think. An activist. I'm a men's activist. See,
An
like
opportunist is
That's
crazy.
like
I didn't mean to say opportunist.
know.
being a
It's the
radical feminist
Celsius.
and an advocate for men is like diametrically
No,
opposed.
it's not. It's really not.
You
I mean,
You-
I just like kind of chose radical feminism because I align with some of their points rather like than with liberal feminism.
what are the
third wave.
radical feminist points?
I mean, like with sex work. Like, I
Okay.
don't want sex work at all.
Is that really a radical? Well, I guess
Yeah,
there's like two
it's-
sides. So there's two sides of feminism. There's one side of feminism where it's like, go sex work, like it's fine, like
Yeah.
you should be it's empowering, and you should be able to do whatever you want, and nobody should judge you for doing sex work. And the other side of it is,
Like,
sex work is like
no.
predatory, and you know
You shouldn't
it's
do
the
it.
evil men who are forcing. Although
using
now
you,
with
you know?
OnlyFans, it's like they're doing it themselves.
Which,
but
that's the thing, though, is even with OnlyFans, like, a man made that app.
yeah,
like,
he's still
the
making.
man, like, you know, he's
But
getting all
what
the
dominates
money.
Yeah, but it's
the
different.
OnlyFans? What gender dominates OnlyFans?
But that's the thing is, I mean, I don't know if you saw this, but I saw this, and it was rampant on social media where when OnlyFans was just kind of first coming out, and people were like, oh, like, when I turn 18, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans and make $1 million. And like this and that, like it was kind of like preying on young girls that are freshly turned 18 to do OnlyFans and start an OnlyFans and just like romanticizing that.
But as a person, you shouldn't fall like under pressure to anybody else's opinions but yours.
What do you guys
What does that have to do with
what about
anything?
Charlie Sheen's daughter?
Yeah, and she started an OnlyFans and he like got mad.
But she wanted to do it.
Denise Richards, the mom, she was like proud of her and she was like, I'll start my own.
Well, I think Denise Richards was kind of wanting to start her own anyway.
Yeah.
But that's a little side
But
digression.
yeah,
Word.
she started her own.
Here, let me do the soup chat. Okay, we have Marimore. Hey, thank you, man. LOL, please, Brian. Some need slow motion knowledge. Men want it more. Women provide it more. LOL. Real men want low body count. Yep. What do you want to be? Are you asking me what I want to be? I'm not really sure about that. Yo, thank you for all the super chats tonight, man. Really appreciate it. I think this is your first time tuning in. Yo, send me a DM on Instagram or an email, brian@whatever.com. That's Brian with an I. Instagram.com/whatever, because